friends, it's Donna with AK Gal Stamps coming to you with a Wednesday video. So I know I made a very similar card, different measurements, a pull-out card, but I saw another one that I really liked. It was more 4x4, and it's just a cute card. And I've been wanting to use this Nothing's Better Than bundle. So anyway, I hope you like what this card's going to turn out to be, because I really like this, and we're getting into fall, right? So this was my first card, my template. So you need a piece that is 4x12. And I'll give you some measurements for something a little smaller after we're finished. But I got my paper trimmer. And honestly, when I have something that's really long, I try not, if it's even measurements, I try not to bring my long arm out. Just makes it easier for me. But this is 12 inches long. In case you can't see it, 12 inches, 12 by 4. And all you're going to do is score at 4. And I'm turning it around and scoring at 4. And then you need to, this is going to be the front of my card, so you're going to have it like this, right? Like that. It's not going to fold really great right yet, but you need to score from your upper right to your lower left on your left panel, or your right panel. And then you're going to do the exact same thing, upper right to lower left. Exact same score line. Okay, so they're both going, these score lines are going the same direction. Okay? That is the base for your card. So you want to burnish everything. I know I have a bone folder somewhere. There it is. So burnish and burnish. And then we need to burnish these, because this is how this is going to work. Like this. They'll close like that. So then you open like that. Okay? That's how that's going to work. That's your base. Now you are going to need another piece of base cardstock. This is 1 by 10. This is going to be the belly band for this card. And let's see, you need some cardstock that'll be coordinating with your designer series paper. This is 3 7/8 square. I'm using Early Espresso. And this color's Cajun Craze. Fall colors, y'all. And I am using the DSP from the Timrless Plaid. It has a lot of great colors. Basic Beige, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Wild Wheat. Good colors for fall, right? Okay, so we need a piece of white cardstock that is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. We need a piece of designer series paper that is 3 3 3/4 square. That's going on that piece. And then you need 2 other 3 3/4 squares that you are going to cut diagonally, because you're going to need 3 pieces, 3 triangles. So I only need 3, so the other one is on the desk. So you need 3 triangles out of the other 2 3 3/4 squares. Okay. And then you need a piece that is 7/8 by 3 7/8. That'll go on the belly band. This is some scrap that'll go on the belly band that I punched out with my Heartfelt Hexagon punch. So we have all these pieces, okay? All these pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is put my front on, and I think I'm going this direction with it. This one's just about out. I am definitely a green glue girl. I like it because it gives me wiggle room. That's why I like it. But I tell you what, you definitely need a spatula if you put it on and then it's in the wrong spot. Okay, so there's that piece. And that is going to glue on this triangle. Okay, left side of card, right side of card, folded back. We're going to put glue just on this triangle. And then we're going to put this on here, measuring it while looking, so you're eyeballing it, kind of centering it. Okay. Okay, there's that. That's good. Very good. Okay. Now you have all these triangles that you can put on, but I think I'm going to do different sides. I think so. This takes a lot of paper when you're using 6x6 pieces, and I honestly did not have enough. So I had to take one of my triangles and put it up against another piece of scrap so that I could use it. Because I'd already used up this color. This is a great fall color. Cajun Craze is awesome for this. Okay, like that. And then we need to cover this one up. I mean, you could use the other one on this side if you wanted to. So you'd have another triangle. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Okay, this is going to be going on the inside, 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so this is how this is going to go. But we need to do some decorating. Okay, I'm just going to show you. I've already stamped, die cut, all that stuff, but I'm going to show you how I colored this. I am using light Cajun Craze and then pumpkin pie, and I also have, this is one of the tones, 700 medium light. I've already got these things colored, so I can get them up. Got pumpkins, donut, that. I am going to also color my little coffee. This is the set that I'm using. It has lots of goodies, and it cuts out, has so many dies. So many dies to cut out everything, okay? But I'm going to color this. I am going to color this in, whoops, it took off. I'm just going to color this because I had white, so I thought, well, let's just use this. Because you could totally, like, if you're really wanting to get artistic, you might be able to do this in a different, like in two-tone. Okay, so there's my coffee. Let's get that a little bit darker. Okay, there's that. So we got the coffee. That's going on here, right? Right here. And I'm just going to use my fine tipped glue. Just put a little bit of glue here and there. That's too much. Too much glue. Okay. But I am going to show you how to color this, but I'm going to just put this on because I don't want to lose it. Coffee. Might need to put some Wink of Stella on that. Okay. So I started out with this light Cajun Craze. This is actually stamped off. This is Cajun Craze stamped off once. I am not an artist. I'm just showing you how I've done it, okay? Watch, I'll do this and like this one better than I did the other one. Like that. Just putting a little bit on here. Now I'm going to use the pumpkin pie. Okay. These are called blender pens because they do blend. They do blend. Okay. Do that, and now the light. Let's try the light. I don't use the paintbrush tip very much. Because I'm afraid I'm going to mush it. Okay, so let's try this. Like that, and then we're going to use this lighter color. See how this goes. And I'm doing this light, and if I don't like it, you know, I can always come in and do something a little bit different. I think I need more of the light pumpkin pie in this. Like that. Maybe that's better. This is definitely a fall card. So that's kind of how I did that. And I stamped a pumpkin, but you could also put a pumpkin right there, stamped on it. And I've got these pumpkins. This was direct ink and this was stamping off, and I think I like the direct ink for this pumpkin. This is direct and this is stamped off once. I think I like that version better. So I used, let's see, we'll use this Cajun Craze again. I mean, I just think that pumpkins, they've got a little bit of light and dark to them, I think. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I love pumpkins. But that's how I did that. So, give you an idea of how I colored. The same kind of thing with the donut. I still use the same 3 colors, light Cajun Craze and then the pumpkin pear, the light and the dark. Okay, so we need, oh, you know what I forgot to stamp? I forgot to stamp the whipped cream. We gotta have whipped cream, y'all. Nope, I don't want that. I'm looking for some scrap here. And I am not going to stamp that in the Cajun Craze because that is just too dark. I want something a little bit lighter. Let me get my cap back on here. On my precision one, let's use some basic beige. It's light. We'll try that, because I think when I used the other one, when I made this one, I think that's just a little bit too dark. So I'm going to try Cajun Craze, Basic Beige. We'll just see. I'm going to do it this way. Let's try it stamped off once. Well, you can't even see that, but that might be good. I might not have to do anything to it like that. So let me get my mini out and we will die cut that as long as I can see it. It's pretty light, but I think that's what I'm kind of going for. Here's my whipped cream, my little mini die cutting machine. It's well used. I definitely like it. But that is really faint, but I think that will be great. Can you see it? You can faintly see that. Okay, we are going to line that up and try that. You never know. Sometimes you'll try something and it works, and sometimes you try it and it doesn't. Because I want that to look like whipped cream. And that worked. I think that worked. We'll try that. So always remember that your stamp pad has more than just one color in it. It has different variances of one color. Let me put that back in my box. So we got that. We're going to attach that to the coffee right there. So it has whipped cream on it. Now, do you all like pumpkin coffee or pumpkin lattes, any of that kind of stuff? I'm not a huge fan. I love pumpkin. I do love pumpkin, but I'm not a big fan. Okay, so there's that. That'll just sit there for a minute and dry. We'll bring our card back. And I did the nothing's better than. And you think it's going to be pumpkin latte or pumpkin donut. Just throw those away. Got that cut. I think I'm going to put a little bit of ink on it though, because it's so white. Get my Cajun Craze out. Okay, so there's that. I'm also going to put some ink on this white. That's for the inside. The Cajun Craze has a little bit of like a reddish brown to it. I think I'm going to cover this up before I get in trouble. Okay, I want to make sure I'm opening this. Yep, going the right way. Okay, so we got this. And this is going to get glued right on the card. And I'm going to put that like that, I think. Let's move it over just a little bit. Want it to be kind of centered, right? Okay, so we got this. And then I need some little embellishments. Or not embellishments, dimensionals. There we go. Got our dimensionals. Use every little bit of your dimensionals. They've got little edging. You can cut it up. I used this for something else, but that's okay. Cardstock has two sides. Okay, so we are going to go like that. That's looking good. And then we have the inside. Now I envisioned lots of words because there's so many wonderful things that are fall flavorings, you know. I like pumpkin donuts. Okay, so there's donut. I'm going to use the Cajun Craze again. Nothing's better than, we got coffee on the front. We want donuts. Cream. Donuts. We gotta have pumpkin. Pumpkin. The color's really nice. I like that. Definitely screams fall to me. I'm just putting these away as I go. Hot cocoa. I don't know if you can have hot cocoa with a pumpkin flavor, but this is the season. Hot cocoa goes down here. Let's see, pie. Wait a minute, I need one, there's gotta be one more. Pie. Pie, and then season. Put that right there. Okay. Put season back, and then we need, where is the other? I wanted except maybe you, so where did it go? Where did it go? I thought it was on this, but, oh, it's right here, right here. Okay, except maybe you. Okay, so there's that. And I think I wanted to stamp very faintly all the things. Okay, so there's that one. And we need the pumpkin. It's right over here. Okay, we need the pie. Pumpkin pie is right here. Like that. You can sign over all of that. And that's gonna go, we better close this up. We've got this long thing right here, and this needs to go right here. I wonder if I have any of this left. Let's see. Oh, there is a little bit left. There's that. So we have that there. That's very cute. Very cute. And now we need our belly band, which is right here. So hopefully I'll get that kind of in the middle, because I do want my, I don't want it too tight. I want that to go right there, and then I'm going to flip it around so that this seam is covered up. Let's see. I did it too much, but that's okay because we're flipping it around. Ooh, I got ink on my fingers. Okay. So we have that. So it's going to go this way. My fingers are all sticky. And what I was going to do is put a nice little piece of designer series paper on here. I'm going to do the same thing. Because I thought that just was too plain. So that's going to go like that. Okay, there's that. And then I have this right here. And I'm going to stamp fall on this, I think. Wish there was a happy, but I don't think there is. Could be fall season. Fall. Because I think that worked out well. Fall. And that. And then we want season again, if I can find it. That's eggnog. Is this season? I think this is season. Okay. And season. Oops. That went flying. Let's put that back. And this is going to get glued right here. Like this. And we've got a donut. If I can get some glue out, I know it's there. Probably a little more. Like that. It can be off the edge. And then I needed little pieces of my dimensionals. So I just cut these little pieces in half. And I'm going to use my favorite little pumpkin right here. Put that on there. And like that. That's a pretty cute card, don't you think? And it's pretty easy. It is pretty easy to do. The belly band comes off, and they're like, "Oh my goodness. Isn't that cute?" So, and I will show you, I did try to make something a little smaller, so if you don't have 12 by 12 paper, it's a little persnickety though. So this is 3 5/8 by 11, because you need to have 3 sections that are the same size. So this is 3 5/8 by 11, and I scored at roughly 3 5/8, and I did the same scoring. Now you'll see that there's a gap, okay? I don't think it's a big deal, but if you want to do this smaller without your 12-inch size, you could do it. 3 5/8 by 11, scored at 3 5/8 at each end. I haven't tried that yet, but it'll work because it's working right now. You'll have just a gap here. That's the big difference. Unless you want to go with 16ths, but we don't need that kind of stress in our lives, folks. So I hope you like the card, and I hope you give it a try. It is easy. So I will see you all on Friday. Bye.